Howdy, Jacob here. Today we're looking at Mastercard, one of the sexiest businesses out there in my perspective. Financial services industry. I presume you have one, Mastercard. If not, you got a Visa. It's really just them two for personal cards, Amex for business, and some personal, maybe Capital One, this, that, the other. But Mastercard is so incredibly ingrained in the fintech and just purchasing the payment processing business. It's crazy. Um, I think that there's not much else to say about the business. The numbers look amazing: 9.4 billion in 2014 in revenue to 25.0 billion. Return on invested capital 51%, with earnings immense. Gross margin 76%, operating margin 58%. Plus 50% operating margin is just astounding. That's amazing. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. Balance sheet 8.6 billion cash on hand with 16 under just over 16 billion debt. That's 16 billion or 8 billion net debt is nothing. So very, very safe balance sheet. Their use of cash is a little bit on the acquisition side, a little bit on the reinvestment side, a little bit on the dividend side, and a heavy amount on repurchasing shares. They've been buying back shares like absolutely crazy. Are they buying these at good prices? I don't know. So you can't, although I love the business, I wonder if they're repurchasing shares at a good price. Obviously, if you look at the history of MasterCard, it looks like no matter when would have been a fantastic time to buy the business. But you have to understand that everything is the present value of future cash flow. And so if they do dwindle down to those high single digit growth rates, I just wonder if repurchasing shares at a 40p is the most advantageous thing for them at this point. But just wanted to call that out. I think I'm ready to make some assumptions here. I think on the revenue growth side, I'll probably be putting maybe 9%. I think that 9% a year over the next 7 years looks pretty reasonable to me, saying that, I think people are going to be buying a bit more. They get a little penny or more off of each purchase that you make. And I think volume is going to go up and price is going to go up. And so that's why I'm putting 9%. For margins, they have been growing over the last, like their growth, there's some good growth over the last 10 years on the operating margin side. Gross margin's down a little bit, but the free cash flow is slightly higher. I love that. Maybe I'll do 45, 46. Let's say they buy back 1.5% of shares. That's about, what is that? Six to $7 billion. I think I'm fine with that. Their dividend payout, they could probably increase that. Let's just increase that along the lines of their revenue pretty much. And PE, price free cash flow. Call me crazy or not. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm pretty conservative here, but I think that, there's definitely a warrant for a very substantial PE and price free cash flow here. I don't think the growth is as great as the other company I might have put a 25 for, but I do think margins are so crazy. It's such a consistent business. I think I'm willing to pay 25p for this company at the end of 7 years. And so for me right now, beautiful company. I want to own it. It's just not at the price, which seems to be a lot of companies in this screener. But hopefully you enjoy the video and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.